I love the fact that when you cultivate your relationship with God, He can speak at any time and tell you to do something that will change someone's life. One day, I was sorting out my mail at the computer and saw a letter from a lady who had initially contacted me by telephone asking for prayer. I felt a little nudge to contact this lady again, and there and then wrote a little note and felt from the Lord that I should include a copy of my book, Oasis of Hope. I did what I felt the Lord wanted me to do and prayed that the note and the book would encourage her. Some weeks later, I got a letter back from her to tell me that the day my book and note arrived was the day after she had seen a close friend die. She had been reeling from this death and was finding it difficult to have any hope for the future, when on her doorstep arrived my encouraging note and a book containing wonderful stories of hope. As she read the book, the stories filled her heart with real dynamic hope. She wrote to me and said, "You have no idea what a blessing this has been at just the right time. When your letter arrived, a friend of mine had just died. I had sat watching her slowly slip away to the Lord the previous day. And because of other negative stuff happening in my life, I was really floundering in a place of despair and hopelessness. This precious book has been a literal godsend." She started to do the spiritual exercises at the end of every chapter and was finding that the exercises were encouraging her and bringing her much needed refreshment. On the back of the card she sent to me was the printed words, blank inside, to which she had put a little note that said, "Not anymore." She was no longer void of any hope, but instead she was filled with God's hope for the future. When you spend time with Jesus and dwell in His presence, you can't help but know how much He loves and delights in you. When you begin to believe that truth, your life will never be the same again. Try it today and see. Smith Wigglesworth, a powerful man of God who lived many years ago, said, "If we only knew how precious we were in the sight of God, we would scarcely be able to sleep for thinking of His watchful, loving care. There is nothing like it." This is so true. There is nothing in this world that comes close to the thrill of knowing how much God delights in each of us. Let's decide today to keep cultivating our relationship with Him. Let's begin to hear His voice and do what He's calling us to do. As you do, God will change your life totally.